On the McShay show, Todd McShay and his co-host discussed Caleb Downs in the next NFL draft.
Rare for a safety to be best player in the draft. If he's out there, I didn't see him. I didn't see a player who was just a better football player and a better prospect than Caleb Downs last year. The fun part with Caleb is he's as mentally sharp as he is physically gifted. Like, I love watching how quick he got jumps on the football, how quickly he reacted to run and filled the alley, how quickly he was able to diagnose a combination, like a pattern combination, and hand off and pick up the receivers on combo routes. I loved watching him free safety sometimes. Then they moved him to that three safety
that's
look.
The one I want to make. He's versatile. He can do everything that you want him to do. The tough part for him will be there's no wiggle room when you're a safety. He's got to test super well. He's got to have another great year.
Right.
I feel like it's going to be one of those things. Like, I don't think he'll go as late as Malachi Starks, but it'll be one of those things where, I can't take a safety there. And then someone will draft him in the top 10, maybe just outside of it, and just get this hell of a player.
Thing or not a thing?
All right, well, it's a thing, obviously, because he's great. But here's your pop quiz, kids. What is the highest a safety has ever been drafted in the NFL draft, if you haven't looked it up?
So it's funny, I saw this last week, and I was just going to look it up because I can't remember the player, but I believe it was number 4, and I think it was Ed Reed.
Pretty close on a lot of fronts. Reese, you got a guess?
I was going to say top 5.
5. It's 5. There are 2 safeties who were drafted number 5 overall. It's the highest a safety's ever been drafted. One of them did play at the U, and it was Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor went 5th overall. The other one played at, you've always had a fondness for the school, Bake, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Berry.
I remember that.
So Sean Taylor and Eric Berry went 5 overall. I think that Caleb Downs could go right there. And I think the only thing that would prevent him from doing so, because here's the thing you have to remember. I don't believe Arch Manning's going to come out next year. The best receivers in college football are not eligible. Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith are not eligible next year. So those are usually the ones that occupy the top of the draft. So I think there's a chance that he could break this. I could see him 4. You could see him going 4 overall. And by the way, the Browns have 2 first-round picks. They would kind of be the ideal spot. So, yeah, it's all of this is a big thing, and I think he's going to have a chance to go higher than 5.
So I love looking at mock drafts, even if they're way too early. And I've looked at
brother.
I've looked at quite a few for next year, and I have seen Caleb Downs as high as 3. Mm-hmm. None of them have them outside of the top 10. I understand everything that McShay and Minch were talking about there. I think Caleb Downs is a cheat code, right? Mm-hmm. Like, he's different. He's not just a safety, as they talked about. You can put him as a nickel corner. You can put him up near the line as a linebacker. He can do everything, and he can do it so well. And we've heard these guys at Ohio State talk about he looks at the game on the field like a coach does. Mm-hmm. His mind is just different. So we usually don't see safeties get drafted very high. They're guys that usually tend to fall, but I think Caleb Downs is an exception to a rule. I do think we will see him in the top 5 this year, and there's probably a really, really, really good chance he becomes the highest drafted safety ever in the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Then just wait to see what he does when he runs the football this season. Like, that stock's just going to go higher. Real quick here.